Okay, well, that was fucking weird. Hello, guys. Taty here, and I'm back for more. Well, not for more. Well, resuming the freaking stream because for some reason the game crashed. I mean, not the game. The stream crashed. It's fine. Yeah, man. We're not that far off. If we were all the way far, if we were all the way back from this freaking town, I would be good.
That's that.
So, I'll be real mad. Hell no.
My turn.
But here I am. Now just goes back.
It's my turn.
Okay.
Hey, we're freaking.
Yeah.
You know, this is perfect. You know, screw it. Look like this.
We should be safe now.
Yeah, I crashed. You're good. What was that? Maybe we used all of them. Oh. Okay, so. That sucks that the game crashed. I'm so mad. Let's just stick with that.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
It is. But this plat is getting on my damn nerves. Okay. Uh-oh. There we go.
We have the advantage. My turn.
Go.
Here we go.
I forgot.
I'll handle this.
I don't want to kill it. Just chill for a bit.
It's my turn.
Look like people are supposed to come back now.
My turn. Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
I'm gonna
Spy treasure.
I spy treasure. Oh. I love it. Okay. If it crashes again for some, because that's the first time it happened. That's the first time it happened. I think I know why. And is that time already? But yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Okay.
My turn.
My turn.
Hold on. No, hold on. Alright. Go. Ooh.
Here we go.
Alright. Go. Oh no.
Yeah.
I'll handle this.
I guess where we
turn.
started before it started streaming
Hostiles
though.
neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Because I did it.
I did it.
Yay. Let's rush this. Come on. How do you run again? Oh. Ah!
Bridge, huh? Star Bridge. Beyond here is out of bounds for our field study.
Okay.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Yes, it does. I got a fish again. Go. I'll say right before getting that thing. Okay.
Caught one.
Alright. Go. I mean, nothing happened to the console. It's the freaking stream. I was gonna say right before getting to that item that we need on the tree. Oh, that's it, right? More. Right? Go. Go. You got it. Get.
Not bad.
That's it. Time to rush it off. Rush. Mush. What came from over here? Did I say anything? Okay. So we we stopped at 2 hours.
Let's finish him. My turn.
So I think we're gonna stream 2 more hours of the stream. Because
Very well.
you guys think I'm gonna make up that 2 hours?
My turn.
At least the part's still there.
It's my turn.
Okay,
Here. My turn.
go.
I'll handle this. Go. Now's a chance.
Go.
Okay. Now.
There.
Oh, I forgot. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Chill.
Yeah.
There you go. Alright.
I'll handle
Got
this.
that.
My turn.
Boom.
My turn.
I'm just rushing right now. Excuse me for the attacks I'm doing
Yeah.
right now. Oh no, not miss.
I'll
Okay. Right?
Done. But we can't relax yet.
There we go. Let's go. Ah! Gotcha.
We have the advantage.
Alright.
Okay.
Here we go.
Alright.
My turn. Now.
Go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boom.
My turn.
Boom. Boom.
Go.
Boom.
I'll handle this.
Boom.
I'll handle it.
Boom.
Hostiles neutralized.
There
Guess
we
we're
go.
safe.
Hostile neutralize. Oh my god, I gotta stop reading that.
Oh, a lake. It looks so pretty.
Y'all both look pretty. Alright, well there goes a tree. Hold on. Let's save real quick. Okay, so we're over here now. Before anything happens, let's save. Alright. There we go. Blah 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 blah. Okay, there we go. Blah 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 blah.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him. Okay.
It's hard to get triple, guys.
Got it.
There.
Alright?
Here we go.
Please do double.
I'll handle this.
Miss.
It's my turn. Let's keep
go.
going.
Don't hear the conversation. Alright, this is the part where we... There it is. Where we left off. It was stupid crush right here. That was the emblem of Cruisin Province, wasn't it? Are they part of the provincial army? I suspect they're members of the unit stationed in Kilden. They're likely on their way to Renovus with the main unit in Berhard. Makes sense. I've never seen those vehicles accompanying them before, though. Rainforest's latest model of light armored transport, from the looks of it. They lack the firepower of a tank, but make up for it in maneuverability. They must have spent a small fortune on those. You certainly seem to know a lot about them, Pete. I suppose so. Regardless, we have no reason to linger here. We should return to Berhard ourselves. Yeah, you're right. Oh, that's basically his army. Go. That felt rushed. We're back in town. We're not gonna go give him that stuff yet. Okay, so this is the... You said east, right? So we're going east now. Oh shoot. Alright. We don't really have any business out on the highway right now. Yeah, let's stay in town. What? Are you east? Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah, you're east. What? No way. Hello? Maybe here? I don't think so. No. Oh, that's south? Oh, I guess over here. That's confusing. Wait, we did go east. Okay, so we're going this way now. We should deal with the other mandatory requests before departing onto the canyon path. What? Yeah, let's head back. Oh my god, okay. I'm scared. I'm a little scared. These are required. You know what? Okay, never mind. There's 2 required ones. I'm stupid. Never mind. Forget it. So there's an order to this. Okay. So give this guy his ring. I don't mind. Man, my eyes are burning for some reason. Why? I feel like I smell something weird. My eyes feel like they're burning right now. Damn. There it is. Ah, you're back. Is something wrong? Well, could you give us the item? Huh? Sure, here. Green headed over the Dryad's tier. Thank you. Haughty voice. What is taking so long? If you have what I asked for, hurry up and give it to me. Yes, of course, at once. What's going on? Honestly, we don't have all day. This is why you commoners never get anywhere in life. Oh, fuck this guy. Here it is, my liege. Oh no! The Dryad's tier was presented to the court, to the count. Oh my god, no! No! You fucker! Why? Oh, that was pointless. Why would you... I'm mad. So, this is what it looks like. I can confirm that this is a genuine Dryad's tier. I imagine it will be a bit hard, but as it is nothing more than petrified sap, you should be able to consume it without worry. Consume? We had to have heard that wrong. We had to have heard that wrong. Alright then. Fucker! What? Seriously? What are you doing? Motherfucker, I'm about to punch this asshole. Oh, whoa. Water! Here, my lord. Scum. How did this come about? What the hell do you think you're... Marcus! You there, commoner. You might want to watch your tone when addressing someone of higher rank than yourself. Damn it. This isn't good. I shall be generous and let it pass this once. But you would do well to mind your manners in the future. If you were to truly anger me, your life could be cut short. Very short indeed. Fuck that guy. I think you're the one who ought to mind his manners. What was that? Ah, motherfucker. Look, Lord Jesus! What are you doing in a place like this? That does not concern you. However, we went to great pains to find a Dryad's tier for that man there. And I am most interested in hearing what exactly made you feel you had the right to consume it. But Lord Jesus! I legally purchased that stone from him! I have done nothing improper here. Is what this man says true? Yes, it is. He agreed that he would give me a sum of mira in exchange for the tear. See? So that still was my property, which meant I could do with whatever I wished. Okay. Oh my god, what a dumbass. But why would you want to eat it? Well, the dryad's tear is used in Eastern herbal medicine, as it is said to possess a number of useful properties. Herbal medicine? A popular variety of alternative medicine practiced in the Eastern lands. What? Useful properties? Nutritional supplementation. Okay. Nutritional supplementation mostly. But there are those who believe it can also prevent the effects of aging. Prevent aging? Utterly ludicrous. Be that as it may, it is my okay, god damn it. Prerogative. What the fuck did I just say? It is my prerogative. Prerogative. And now that the deed is done, I have no reason to remain here any longer. Lord Jesus, if you would permit it. Fine, please leave. I am deeply grateful. If you excuse us then. We beg your pardon. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry for causing a scene. Ineffective at controlling your temper as ever, I see. Some things never change. No, I should be the one to apologize. I'm sorry for making you watch that without a word of explanation beforehand. Especially after all the trouble you went through to get it for me. So, is it true? Did the Count purchase it from you? Oh yes, that was completely true. Everything was on the level. Though honestly, considering he's a noble and a count, at that, I couldn't possibly have refused. Yeah, you're an idiot. The situation may be changing for the better in Heimdall overall, but deference to those of higher stature is still the reality in areas where the Chancellor influence doesn't reach. I thought it might be something like that. Give me a sec. Same shit. Okay. I thought it might be something like that. As for the ring, I'm going to use the mirror the Count gave me as a deposit and buy one locally. I'm really sorry for putting you through all of this. I'll need to start making my way to the station now. I don't want to miss my train. Goodbye, everyone. That was stupid. I was observing, curious as to what manner of compelling drama might unfold. But alas, all I witnessed was that farce. How long has he been there? I heard from the fine gentleman who works at this establishment that your students here for field study, no? I hope you'll forgive me for saying so, but I believe it is these setbacks in life which make it truly beautiful to be alive. That comedy of errors may have been tough to endure, but your resultant struggle against injustice was simply breathtaking. Excuse me? However, alas, I must bid adieu, for my search can never rest ere the ultimate beauty is unearthed. I do pray we'll have the opportunity to meet again. Until such time, fare thee well, students. That guy's weird. What was that all about? I think he was just trying to tell us not to let it get to us, maybe? We still don't know why he helped us to begin with. What becomes of this request now? Good question. There's no stone left to make the ring. Does that mean we failed? No, you did exactly what we asked for you. No, you did exactly what we asked of you. It's unfortunate that things ended up how they did, but that was through no fault of yours. So please, accept your reward. Receive luck. But this... I understand how you must feel, but you did exactly what you were asked. You deserve nothing less than the reward you were promised. I must insist. Alright, thank you. Quest, put a ring on it, completed. That was weird. I feel terrible for what Beg had to go through. I had no idea Count Gorty was trying to find a Dryad's tear. I feel... okay. Here we go to the... Run! I bet your ass we still can go. Oh, now we can go. Ooh. Arroch Canyon Path. What the hell happened now? We've now crossed the border into Arroch Canyon. Oh, what was that? Is this ship going still? Okay, we've now crossed the border into Arroch Canyon. On the other side of it is Arroch Fort, where the provincial army is stationed. Which means the monster we're after is somewhere along this path. The most logical approach here would be to take care of the monster first, then continue following the path to the fort. If that's the case, we should probably take some time to finish all of our other tasks first, otherwise they may be left undone. Well, I know I'm certainly anxious, so as soon as everybody else is ready, we should head out. Okay. You know what? Let's go.
That bridge above us looks like it dates back to the Middle Ages.
It is. It's been there for several hundred years.
Good to know. No fishing, huh? No fishing. Okay. Fishing? No fishing. Go. Smoke grenade. Alright. This is exactly what we're supposed to be. Ooh. I swear, I swear, I swear, I swear. Gotcha.
We have the advantage.
And it's double.
My turn.
Go. Whatever the hell you are.
Very well.
Miss. Woo!
Go!
Okay, arts.
Arcus, activate.
It's my turn.
Miss. Alright. Anteater. An infant horn eater. When it becomes older, it grows horns and a hard carapace over its back.
I'll handle it.
Very well.
No.
Go.
Welcome.
We won.
We fight pretty well together.
It was hardly a challenge.
They don't have five. I want to see Reem. Yeah, I want to see Reem and Emma.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him. Okay.
Go.
My turn.
I like how you don't miss at all.
Go!
Alright.
It's my turn. Here. This is it.
Oh yes! Yes!
Are you hurt, Emma?
Actually, it was fun.
Are you hurt, Emma? Actually, it was fun. I think I like Elisa and Reem more. Mirage 7 times 15. I think I want to see how it looks with we gotta go check the monster. Oh shit, right there. Okay. There we go. Wait, no, that's not the monster. That's what we should get rid of?
We have the advantage. Okay.
Maybe. But I don't want to kill him yet. I gotta.
My turn.
I gotta use. Yeah.
I'll handle this.
Go.
It's my turn.
That was crap. Okay. Stealth Turtle. A ferocious turtle monster hides itself in the shadows of bushes, attacking prey as it passes by.
I'll handle it.
I think let's. Oh, wait, hold on. Weakness, broken fire, whatever. Damn it.
Very well.
Go.
There you go.
I think that's gonna work for this.
Silky dance.
Oh my god.
That's that.
Just can't get another.
Done. But we can't relax yet.
Yeah. Alright, I'd rather see one with Green and Fee now. I'll do it right now in a bit. Korea bomb in chest. Korea bomb. Okay. That was not the monster, right? No way that was the monster. Okay, we gotta go to the canyon then, huh? Straight into the canyon. Archer's Canyon Path 2. Okay. The hell are you?
Let's get this over with.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck are you?
My turn.
My turn.
Okay.
Arcus, activate.
Yeah.
Boom.
Huh.
War Mantis, a large mantis monster, wields an incredibly sharp scythe capable of decapitating its prey in a single strike. Ooh,
My turn.
that's dark.
Very well.
Okay.
Here we go.
Go.
Flames, gamble on my blade.
Here we go. Boom. Boom.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
There we go. Alright. I think we're supposed to go here for the monster might be here. Yeah, there it is. Oh god. Hold on. Oh, come on.
Dangerous foe. Stay on guard.
That might be it. Let's save. That was a turtle, but never mind, it's this thing. Ah! Come on, you little shit.
This one looks dangerous. Be careful. I'll handle it.
Regular enemies?
There.
There. My turn.
Okay.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Go. No!
Yeah.
Swordor, a ferocious bird of prey, pulls prey upward with a whirlwind, and then catches it with its sharp talons. Oh. What's up, Juke? Alright.
This is bad.
Don't die. Oh god, don't die.
Yeah.
No! Oh no!
Won't give up.
Thank you very much. Okay.
We're gonna die. They're too dangerous.
I suppose I should
Which
thank
one
you.
is your favorite character?
I was careless.
Won't give up.
Elisa, she's not here right now, and Taty, the one that just died. With the waifus. Oh my god, we're gonna die. You know, it's dumb idea to use regular attack, so that was my fault.
It's my turn.
You know, just kill me.
We
Let's
should
run.
retreat.
Let's run away.
Please excuse us.
100%. Of course we ran away. Give me my treasure. Alright. Where are you? Oh, come on. Come back. Come back in the game, asshole. Did that say Terra Bomb? Terra Bomb? Yes, it did. Terra Bomb. Come on. Up here. I want to kick your ass. Don't fuck with me. You know what? Hold on. I got an idea. I got an idea. Load. I forgot you can load now. Go. Load. Oh, motherfucker. Weird, creepy thing, leg, bird, moth, thing. Do not touch it. Do not touch it.
This might actually be a challenge.
I think it's gonna happen. Okay, so let's use arts. Yeah. Go.
Arcus, activate.
My turn.
Arts, analysis.
Arcus, activate.
Analyze.
Very well.
Alright. And then... Yeah. Go. No.
It's my turn.
Right. What is that? Arts, diminish ray.
Arcus,
Go.
activate.
Alright. Blah, 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 blah. It's called Swarter. Oh, God. Why are you doing this?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Arcus, activate.
Go. Oh, no. Turtle, turtle, turtle.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Go.
Boom. No, Terra. It says Terra bomb. Go.
Thank you very much.
If it kills us, I'm gonna cry.
I won't lose like this.
We're gonna die. We're literally gonna die. Anything for a party? Everybody, get the fuck out of the way. Oh, we're gonna die. Damn it. What?
Impossible.
That was stupid.
My turn. Huh.
I suppose I should thank you.
Yeah.
Do we heal? Can we heal? Oh, we're blind. Damn it.
We should retreat. Please excuse us.
Alright, I guess we'll delay them. Ah. Alright. Eyes are burning. Screw you, asshole. Oh god!
This one looks dangerous. Be careful. Okay.
Fucking shit, what the hell was that? I got stuck!
There you go.
That's cheating.
Sorry, everyone. Careless.
Very
Okay,
well.
That was dumb. What the hell? What was that? What the
We should
fuck
retreat.
was that? Stupid piece of shit!
Out of my way, vermin.
Here we go.
Run!
Let's keep moving.
Stupid fucking wall. Okay.
This
Oh
might
my
actually be a
God.
challenge. Good.
I'll handle it.
Okay.
Target locked. Now.
There. My turn.
Hold on. What do you got for crabs?
Go.
Alright.
Go.
So you want to delay them. Okay. Go.
There.
It's my turn.
Now what is this? Nobody heals here.
Arcus, activate. Now.
Go.
My turn. go.
Alright. Oh god. Miss.
Yeah.
Could've done that from the beginning. There we go.
Go!
Let's scan this guy.
I'll handle this.
Okay. Lower the defense. Oh, okay.
My turn.
I guess I'll switch them out right now after this one.
Target lock. Yeah.
You know what? Let's switch them out. Let's switch her out right now.
I'm sorry for the trouble.
Wouldn't that end my
I'll
turn,
take care of
though?
this.
Okay, never mind. Okay. Crafts.
How about this? Now! Go!
Alright.
Here we go!
Okay. Ooh.
I'll handle it.
Go. Bye-bye.
Very well.
Go!
Got one more left.
Here we go!
My turn.
Boom.
Right!
Alright.
I'll take it from here. Here.
I'll handle this.
You son of a bitch.
Okay.
Go!
Crafts.
There!
Oh, asshole.
My turn.
They were blind. Oh, God. No, 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 no.
I'm sorry, everyone. Careless.
My turn!
This is so stupid. So stupid. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Thank you very much.
We're gonna die.
Go!
Thanks. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I suppose I should thank you.
Oh my God, you better not!
My turn!
He's dying more.
Thanks. Okay.
Okay.
Arcus activate. It's my turn.
Go.
Now.
I suppose I should thank you.
Yeah, we wasted freaking.
I'll handle this.
Go. Okay. And we're gonna die again. I swear to God, if we die!
I'm sorry,
everyone. Okay.
Okay, I'm done. Hold on, we still got another revive shit. What? Can you revive somebody?
Yeah.
We're just gonna keep dying.
Thank you very much.
My turn.
Oh, dude. Fuck, man. This is so dumb. And he's dead. Oh my God. Okay. You better fucking revive somebody. Okay, get the fuck out of the way. Hold on. Get out of the way real quick.
Okay.
If you don't revive anybody, I'll be so mad. Okay.
Arcus activate. Now.
Thanks.
There we go.
I'll handle it.
Everybody get out of the way now. You son of a bitch!
I'm sorry.
Okay, this is dumb. This is
Okay.
dumb. This is dumb. This is so fucking dumb. My God, man.
Time to
What?
retreat. Bye-bye.
Wow. Fucking wow. I can't believe that. On one fucking enemy. This is so stupid. Give me a sec. Okay. Get rid of Jesus. Jesus sucks probably.
This one looks dangerous. Be careful.
And they fucking... Wow, I can't believe that. Wow. Yeah,
There.
they're those fuckers.
Okay. Target lock. Got it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Huh?
It's my turn.
Yeah, go for it.
Now.
Broken. Okay.
No, we got 4 enemies now. You know how stupid that is now?
Target lock. Got it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
There.
Here we go.
Go.
There.
I'll handle it.
Okay. Well, so much for that for now.
Arcus activate.
It's my turn.
What is your crap anyways?
How about this? Go.
Go.
Broken. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. She has no healing, nothing, man. I miss freaking Elisa and them. They were a good team. I bet we could take these guys on. If we had them.
Huh? Yeah.
go.
Here we go.
Look at that asshole.
There.
Okay. Didn't work for some reason.
I'm sorry, everyone.
It's not over yet.
It's just, someone had to die. That's just the way it is.
Thank you very much.
Someone had to die.
Need to do something.
Yeah, someone had to die. Of
How
course.
about this? Now.
Kill this fuck already!
My turn.
Go.
There.
One of them's dead.
Bad.
Thank God.
It's not over yet.
Go.
Okay.
Arcus, activate.
Go.
It's my turn.
This isn't good.
This is bad.
Rats.
Target
Go.
locked.
We won.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Finally. Damn. That struggle was unnecessary.
Making progress.
There. The thrower edge can now be used. Magical attack set, line M, ATS 50%. Class B releases several magic blades and balance 10%.
Done.
An A+ outcome.
A matter of course.
Rune blade can now be used. Magic attack, area M, ADF 50%. Class B cuts enemies in half with a magical slash. Alright. Finally killed them. Thank God. Only wasted one revive. There was no need for that shenanigans. I still can't find that monster that we're supposed to look for. Antidote. Alright. Woo!
Now's our chance.
Okay.
Why can't you guys be normal? Okay.
Go.
There we go.
Leave it to me.
Boom.
It's my turn.
Boom.
We should be safe now.
There we go. Machias. Huh. So another gardener becomes a healer. Nobody knows where that goes.
This looks like quite an old road, though it does seem well reinforced.
Yep. Looks like a lot of armored vehicles come this way.
Hey Kaz, welcome to the stream. Alright. Oh shit. Oh shit. Are you the monster we're looking for? Alright. I don't think so.
Now's our chance.
There we go. Triple.
Okay.
Yep. Nice, still young to stop there. I agree. Sorry, I was trying to stop.
Go.
Okay. But it will stop in an hour now because we're about to have 4 hours in the stream. Or it depends how long. Let's see.
Arcus, activate. Right.
Go. Bang!
It's my turn.
Uh-oh. Attack dog. A canine monster with a violent temperament. Known for the spines covering much of its body.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
It's my turn.
Right.
Bang.
My turn. Now's our chance.
Ooh.
Broken.
Ooh.
I'll handle
Oh, come on. Ooh, she might get a chance.
it. I'll handle it.
You gonna do it? No!
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Okay. There we go. Ah! Okay. There we go, got him.
Now's our chance.
Okay.
Alright.
My turn.
Okay. Here.
Bang.
It's my turn.
Boom.
Now.
I'll help.
Not gonna let you outdo me on the battlefield.
How else would we motivate you?
Oh my god. I should see all of them, but I guess I didn't want to. I'll do it soon. Is that it? Is that it? That looks like it's it. Let's save. Alright.
I didn't notice there was a path here.
The monster we're looking for should be just ahead.
Okay.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
My turn.
I was scared. Okay, you know what? Hold on. You gotta be careful. So we can use water. Go.
Arcus activate.
My turn.
Okay, arts.
Arcus, activate.
Okay.
Yeah, go
Arcus,
for it.
activate. Huh.
Or ice.
It's my turn.
Yeah, go
How
for
about
it.
this?
Boom.
Ha.
Damn. Horn Eater. A monster with a hard carapace over its back. Impels prey with its horns. Then slowly eats it with its long tongue.
Yeah.
Eats anything, I guess.
Okay.
Alright, would you like to do the honors? You know. Whatever.
Here we go.
Boom.
Silky dance.
Boom, 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 boom.
That.
Wild. Bang.
Done. but we can't relax yet.
We got it. And we leveled up.
Great!
Level 17. Great! Okay, so this tells me this is here. Oh shoot. It's the turtle. It's just a turtle. It's just a turtle.
We have the advantage.
Okay.
Alright.
My turn!
What was it again? I guess I got it. Arts. Airstrike.
Arcus, activate. Leave it to me. Go!
I'll help.
Boom.
Yeah. Arcus, activate.
Alright.
Ha!
Damn. Boom.
We should be safe now.
There we go. That's
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Oh God. It's one of the trap treasures.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish it.
Let's go.
My turn.
What the hell is that?
Here we go!
Analysis. Go.
It's my turn.
Yeah. Text what's in front of
It's my turn!
you. Boom.
Huh.
Green raccoon. A small and extremely cautious raccoon. The stick it always carries around was taken from a poisonous plant.
My turn.
Here we go!
Okay, go. Bye-bye.
I'll handle it.
Bye-bye.
It's my turn.
It's my turn! Eat that!
Uh-oh. Ah, miss. Ah, miss.
Okay.
All you got.
Here we go! Leave it to me!
Boom.
Yeah.
I'll handle it.
My turn!
Boom.
Okay, it's safe for now.
We won. Okay.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Oh, a treasure chest. Alright, let's save. Okay, that treasure is dangerous as hell. I'm a little scared, but let's do it. Here we go.
We'll have to fight our way through.
My turn.
Yeah. Where's your weakness again?
Target locked.
Go, 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 go. Ugh.
Okay. Here.
Boom. Bye-bye.
Right!
Go.
Dabble on my blade!
Burn. Boom. Boom. That was tough.
Leave it to me!
That was harsh. go. Oh no.
I'll handle it.
Alright. Go.
Target locked.
Alright. Ugh. Turtles. Turtles.
Okay. Yeah. This is it.
Boom.
Gotcha! It's my turn!
Okay. Go.
How about this? Go!
Boom.
My turn.
Boom. Boom. No.
Go!
Okay. Arts. Wait. There it goes.
Activate.
I'll handle it.
Go.
It's my turn.
Hey!
It's my turn!
This is bad.
Got away, Pete.
My turn!
Alright.
It's my turn.
Come on, this. Do we heal?
Hear me.
Thanks. I'll
Cool.
handle it.
Okay.
Arcus
Whatever.
activate. Yeah,
Boom. We won.
done. But we can't relax yet.
Yeah. Okay. Breeze. Some monster up here. Yep, there it is. Oh god.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Seventh mess. Why they always notice me?
Now's our chance.
Okay.
Okay. I guess art. Yeah.
There you go.
Go!
Make his raises evasion and give Fred healing skill. What? Emma's attack? I think it was healing. Alright.
Leave it to me.
Go.
It's my turn.
Alright. Uh-oh.
Now.
Too slow.
Boom.
Here we go.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Right.
Hey, little baby. Sorry.
Eat that.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Sorry, little baby.
Let's keep going.
Oh. I think it raises invasion. I think I might give that to... Who?
Best Buy treasure.
Found blind in chess. There it is. That might be for her. For... It was Breed, right? It was Breeze. Okay. Yep. You already gave it to Fee. See? Nope. Okay. Let's see. Oh, should be healed now? Cool. Alright. There it is. It does look pretty strong. Yeah, might put up a fight. Hey, I know. We need to form a proper combat link already. We won't fail this time. You can do it. Rain, put us on the front line. We need to give this every possible opportunity to work. We'll show you how it's done. Machias, Jesus. Alright, we're counting on you. We'll start the battle as soon as you're ready. Okay, so now... What, do they want me? Do they want to get rid of me? I guess that's what it is. Alright, I don't mind. Let's do it. No. What the hell is up with you? Increases the chances of items dropping in battle. No. Cures abnormal status. I think we're fine. Okay. No!
It's my turn.
I'll handle it.
Leave it to me.
Very well.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Very well.
Oh
This
god.
monster seems dangerous. Be careful.
There it goes. Oh, give blind to Machias. Alright, let's do this. Is everyone ready? See preparations. No, wait. I think we should go back and double check our equipment just in case. Okay. Ready to be safe than sorry, I suppose. Right? Okay. Does he get what? Blind. I guess heal, yeah. There we go. We got it. It's all good. Alright. Let's save. Alright. Judge Questmaster. I'm good to go. Let's do this. Right. Yeah. Here we go.
This might actually be a challenge. Good.
You're an ass if you
My
die.
turn.
Alright, your weakness is wind. Cuts enemies in half with magical slash. Go.
Be gone.
My turn.
Oh, you got it.
Arcus
Go.
activate.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Leave it to me.
Go.
Go, go, go. Silky dance. What's that?
Right.
Damn. That's a punch.
How about this?
Bang.
No.
Alright. Fate Spinner. A menacing monster with two sharp claws. Attacks with a poisonous liquid that causes fires and hallucinations. Ooh, that's not good. The link between Machias and Jesus was severed.
Very well.
Oh, shit. Damn. Well then. So much for that. Go. Ooh.
It's my turn.
Alright. What?
Yeah.
I suppose
What
there's
is
a
he
thing.
doing?
It's my turn. How about this?
I'll handle it.
Oh god, feet.
I was careless.
I'll
Damn.
handle this.
Thanks.
It's my turn.
Okay. I think he needs to heal.
Hear me.
Thanks.
There we go. Ooh.
My turn.
Right?
I'll handle it.
Get weather attack. Whatever.
My turn.
Right. Eat that.
Bang.
It's my turn. Hear me.
Heal.
Appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
I'll handle this.
Damn it. You're right. Okay. Air strike.
Okay.
Right?
It's my turn.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, so what? You good to go? Nope, you're not.
Target lock.
My turn.
Go. This shit.
Hear me.
Heal two.
Thanks.
Right.
Right? Miss.
Okay.
My turn.
Go.
It's my turn. Eat that.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Here.
Yep.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Boom.
I'll handle
Oh
this.
god.
Okay. Hear me.
Go feet.
Thanks. My turn.
Go.
Silky dance.
Oh.
What's that?
We won.
Done. But we can't relax yet.
That was good. Damn. Level 17, level 17. Iron reached level 2. Okay. Press. Begin battle with defense ADF raise. 1 turns of defense ADF plus 25%. 2 turns of defense ADF plus 25%. Wait, so you can just defense now? Or does he have a thing to like
A matter of course.
Iliad?
I feel like I'm growing stronger.
Done.
Yay! Good job, guys. Flash grenade can now be used. Attack area L, blind 30%, seal 30%. Class D throws a grenade which emits bright light. I think that probably applies.
outcome.
Alright. Energy shell can now be used. Recovery area M. Ooh, yes, finally launches a special recovery bullet filled with energy. Just like Elisa. This time with a gun. Our bond was severed. I mean, our link.
That was rough.
Oh, there's voices.
Yeah, but we still won.
Only just.
What the hell is wrong with you, Eustace Alberea?
This is useless.
Why did you sever the link?
He didn't do shit.
Don't even think of trying to place the blame on me, Machias Regnitz.
Here we go.
You were the one who severed the link.
It was a stupid monster.
You said you'd cooperate, but you just couldn't do it, could you? You couldn't bring yourself to stoop to the same level as a commoner like me!
Oh shit.
You nobles truly are beyond redemption! You're utterly hopeless, through and through!
Oh my god.
You asinine little... Why can't you see that all of this is born from your own prejudice and narrow-mindedness?
Uh-oh.
That's enough!
Reen.
Please, calm down.
Stay out of this! This is our problem!
Why don't we settle this once and for all? Let me show you how much better than you I really am.
Oh shit. No.
Reen!
There we go.
There we go. She doesn't like nothing.
Nice work.
Reen, are you alright?
Hey. Are you injured?
I'm fine. It's just a scratch. I was so sure we'd killed it, though. Guess I shouldn't have let my guard down.
I shouldn't have either. But it's down for good this time.
I should administer first aid on that scratch. I'll need you to take off your jacket.
That feels much better. Thanks, Emma.
You're welcome. I'm happy I was able to put what we learned from Instructor Beatrix's classes to good use.
That was last week, right?
I'm sorry, Rena.
It's our fault that you were injured.
Oh, don't worry about it. It wouldn't have happened if I'd been paying more attention. I'm just glad neither of you were hurt.
Why are you so...
You should rest that shoulder for a while.
Yes, absolutely. I'd strongly recommend you fall back from the front line for the time being.
Thanks, I will. Alright, let's get moving. We need to tell the Provincial Army about the monster we just defeated.
Yeah, I suppose it's not a done deal until we file our report.
Aurochs Fort isn't much farther across the canyon. We may need to hurry if we wish to be back in Bereahard before nightfall, however.
Let's go.
Hey, Reen?
Uh-oh.
Huh? What is it?
I just...
What?
Look soulless and puri eum.
What?
What? What did you just do?
Nothing. I just wanted to check on your bandage. Good, good. It seems fine.
She's not normal.
But please try your best to keep your shoulder firm. The less it moves, the better. You don't want your injury getting worse now.
Okay. I could swear I felt something warm flowing into my body. Maybe I'm just imagining things.
Come on, it's obvious it's her. Green is temporarily unable to join the active battle party. However, it's still possible to change his equipment as needed. Okay, we're her now. Wait, so... Let's see. What are we doing again? Notes. Okay, quests. Wait, where's this at? Wait, we gotta get this done. Where's that bath salt? I'm a girl now. I'm a girl now. We can't leave yet. We gotta get that quest out of the way. Canyon Path 3. Is it? How's your injury? If it still hurt, we could slow down a bit. Haha, it's no big deal, honest. It stopped bleeding, and it doesn't even hurt that much anymore. Emma's first aid skills really are top notch. Oh, not at all. Well, if you're sure, if you truly are in pain, there's no shame in admitting it. Thanks, Jesus. But I'm really not kidding about how little pain I feel. It's kind of incredible. Did you rub some kind of special ointment on the wound or something, Emma? No, I didn't. I mean, yes, I did. I used a special kind of medicine I brought with me from back home. My grandmother made it by combining a number of medicinal herbs together, I believe. Oh, really? My old master often used something similar. I kind of want to know more about this. Oh no, there's nothing more to tell. I don't know the recipe or anything. Actually, I was more impressed with you, Fee. You made defeating that monster look really easy. Me? Now that you mention it, you were unnaturally agile. And that's not the first time you've saved us in battle either. Are you certain you're 2 years younger than us? Yep. It was nothing special. I'm just accustomed to combat. Accustomed? What kind of life must she have led to become accustomed to using such advanced fighting techniques? Alright, let's save. Alright. Ah!
Here! Yeah! Yeah!
Cool.
Let's get this over with.
Okay.
Alright. I guess it's bang, bang,
I'll handle this.
bang.
Leave it to me.
But they can team up with them. Okay. That's so lame.
Okay!
Okay. Y'all hate each other that much and I want to team up in battle.
My turn.
Okay?
Leave it to me.
My turn.
Boom. Oh shoot. Go. Oh god. Ooh.
Very well.
Leave it to me. Eat that.
Bang.
All right, let's keep moving.
Green leveled up even though he's just hurt.
I did it.
Level 18. What'd you do? Do what? You're hurt right now. Okay. Is it? This might be it. Oh god, come on. You go slow. There.
Let's get this over with.
Damn. Look, hurry up.
I'll handle it.
Okay.
I'll handle this.
It's my turn. Eat that.
Right?
Yeah! Here!
I'll handle it.
I'll handle this.
Leave it to me.
Boom.
My turn.
Boom.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
There we go.
Leave it to me.
I'll handle this.
Okay.
Rather be fee now.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Yes, it is. Found mine too in chest. Ooh. Go.
Now's our chance.
I'll
It's
handle
good for
it.
Emma? Alright, I'll put it on after this.
I'll handle this.
Right.
Bang!
Okay! Here!
Right?
Okay.
My turn.
Leave it to me.
Bye-bye.
That takes care of them.
Alright? Is it? Is this it? I believe so. It's a rather pretty shade of pink, isn't it? What the f- Why are you a little sweet for salt? Are you sure you should be doing that? She's clearly fine. So they're going to use this in the bath? I guess I shouldn't be surprised nobles would do that kind of thing. Well, let's just take what we need and go. Obtain pink salt. I'm sure the clients won't mind if we give this to them after we report in at the fort. Will they? I imagine they'll be satisfied as long as they receive it by the end of the day. Off we go then. Still gotta keep going. Oh shit. Okay. So, ordnance. Mine too. Alright. You want lick markets with feet. Okay. Let's go.
We have the advantage.
I'll handle it.
Go.
Gotcha!
Bang.
I'll handle this.
Alright.
Yeah.
Right!
Bang.
My turn.
Bang.
My turn.
Bang.
My turn.
Bang. Bang.
It's my turn!
No.
Alright, let's keep
There we
moving.
go. We're doing good so far though.
That one looks
shit.
annoying. Watch out.
Yes, it does. Okay. Let's go. Oh my god, how far can you come? Oh my god, how far can you come? Son of a...
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat.
Leave it to me.
Okay. I don't know if I want to use that. Let's use a trap. Go.
How about
I think I'm
this?
gonna use freaking
Now!
attack
My turn.
to end this quick. Go.
There you go. Filthy dance.
That was fast.
That's that.
I'll handle this.
That didn't do shit as much. Well, whatever. Okay. Go. See?
It's my turn. Hear me.
Go.
Thanks.
Heal.
Okay.
Go.
Here.
I'll handle this.
Alright, they're
It's my
blind as hell.
turn. in there, everyone.
Deal.
Thank you very much.
Miss, asshole.
Yeah. Hear
Yeah.
me.
Deal.
Thanks. Okay.
Target locked.
Very well.
Alright. Oh shit.
Sorry,
This can't be
everyone.
happening.
What the hell?
I was careless.
Very
Cheating
well.
ass. They're fucking cheaters. Alright.
We should retreat. As if I have time for the likes of you.
Oh my god, dude. It was right to save. God, why do I have trouble with these stupid ass specific enemies? There we go.
Let's get this over with.
Careful, finally.
Okay.
Okay. Go.
There you go. Silky dance. That's that.
My turn.
So the regular attack's just fine. Wait, just one enemy? No fucking way.
Right.
Look at that, we got lucky, I
It's my
guess. Wow. That's whack.
My turn.
Now. Right.
Okay.
We got lucky.
Done.
We got lucky.
But we can't relax yet.
Okay? We're just one enemy. What? Bullshit. Okay. Look at that turtle. We've had 2 hours. I don't
Let's
mind
get
going
this over
a few
with.
minutes more just to finish
Okay.
this day. Okay, let's see. Can't do anything about it
Handle
now.
this.
It's my turn.
Go.
How about this?
Bang.
Go.
Broken. Okay. Here. Now.
Bye bye.
There.
My turn.
My turn.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Leave it to me.
Bang.
Go.
Broken.
I'll handle this.
Bye bye.
My turn.
It's my turn. Here.
Right. Now.
Broken.
Every action you take has a delay.
Suppose you
Check
have
the
one
left
blown
to
up?
see how much delay
Sure.
each
We're
action
alive.
costs. Mistral reach level 2. Begin battle with ATS race. 1 turns of ATS plus 25%. 2 turns of ATS. Okay. I like how she's dancing. Oh, I love that. Okay. Oh, I love that too. Oh. Oh, she looks so cool. There goes the fort. There it goes.
Whoa,
Whoa.
it's huge.
Oh shoot, my bad. It's voice acting. That's a fort. Cruisin' Provincial Army Base. Archer's Fort. And there's cars. Those things.
So this is Auroch's fort.
Aurochs.
One of the Kreutzen Provincial Army's premier bases.
Not how I was expecting it to look. They modified an older fort. A lot.
Something wrong, Eustace?
No, not at all. Let's go and give our report on the monster we defeated.
Let's go.
Isn't that...
It's a freight train from Bereahard?
Looks like it's carrying tanks. Pretty heavily armored ones at that.
Those are the latest models from the Rhineford Company. They're called Oxen.
How...
Come on, we have things to do.
Gosh, why does he have to be so...
He's right, though. We really should keep moving.
Yeah.
Alright. Why question so much, Bacchus? Alright. I don't think we can go any further. But we can.
Welcome. Wow. We don't usually get customers like you. Are you students? Oh well, who cares? Feel free to make yourselves at home here. We don't get many customers here, so we'll welcome anyone. This place pretty much exists for the merchants who got business at the fort. We really don't get many other people coming along because of how remote it is. Feel free to order something. Share some stories with me too, if you want.
Aww, she's desperate. I've been getting called out here pretty frequently these days. I've been so busy, I haven't really had the time to sit down and enjoy the book. You all seem like you'll have the time to enjoy it, so here. Receive Red Moon Rose, Chapter 4. I supply some of the equipment used here in Auroch's fort. They've been doing some work here recently, so the amount of stuff they need increased too. Which means I've been getting called over pretty frequently. Wait, what? Oh, hey there. This is a resting area for the public. Speak to the soldiers out front if you've got any business at the fort itself. It's not often we get kids your age here. Well, either way, speak to the soldiers out front if you've got any business at the fort itself. This is a weird place to work. You don't get nothing. That's bad business. Right? Here we are.
Who goes there?
Who goes there?
Wait. Aren't those uniforms?
We're members of Thor's Military Academy, Class 7.
We completed a monster extermination task on your behalf, and have come to give our report.
Oh, so you're the ones.
We've been expecting you. You'll forgive my curtness. Just didn't think you'd have someone so young with you as well.
So, we were able to defeat the monster in question. Do you require a written report, or is verbal confirmation okay?
Oh no, that's fine.
You were really able to beat that thing, though?
Somehow or another, yes.
It wasn't easy, but we managed.
Huh, not bad. Not bad at all. We probably should have taken care of it ourselves, but it was a pretty dexterous thing, so we just kind of let it be.
It wasn't tough enough to cause any of us any harm, as long as we were in our armored cars when we encountered it. But still, it took a bit of convincing for us to ask a group of students to fight it, as you might imagine.
I can understand that.
Well, provided a good opportunity for us to test our skills.
Wait.
Oh! Lord Eustace, what brings you? That uniform. Are you?
Correct. I've returned to Bereahard as part of a field study for the Academy. I'm here as a student, not as a member of the Alberea household. Please treat me accordingly, the same as you would my classmates.
As you wish.
As you wish, Lord Eustace.
Wow.
Looks like even the provincial army will miss a chance to bend over backwards for him.
I would like to know, however, about the contents of that train that just passed by here.
Ah, you saw it? Our provincial army has finally started getting supplied with tanks. Isn't it exciting?
Armored cars can't hope to compete with tanks in terms of firepower, after all. And we can't let the Imperial Army be stronger than us forever.
I see. The fort also appears to have been fortified quite significantly.
Ah, yes. Some rather sizable construction work was carried out just last month. It'll take more than a little cannon fire to damage these walls now.
Our anti-air defenses are going to be strengthened in the near future, too. This should soon become a fort we soldiers of the Kreutzen province can truly be proud of. You can count on that.
Kreutz? It was called, it's called Kreutz, whatever.
I will. And with that, I believe we are done here. We should take our leave.
Okay.
It is almost evening, after all.
Roger that.
Quest, Arcos, Aurochs, Canyon Monster completed. Receive Spark Arrow as a reward. Let's go check the shop. I thought it was like, oh shit. Buy. No, buy. Just sandwiches. Food. More money! Almost done. It's finally time for our provincial army to start getting some cutting-edge tanks. The fortifications are coming along nicely too. I hope the end result will please you, Lord Jesus.
please be careful on your way back, Lord Jesus. There is a civilian rest area over that way, so please do make use of it if you wish. Okay. Let's go. Uh-oh.
Wait. What is the meaning of this?
Marcus?
If we were on the border with Crossbell or the Republic, maybe I could understand. But why does the Provincial Army here need state-of-the-art tanks? Not to mention anti-air defenses and countless other fortifications. It's utter madness!
Marcus.
He makes a good point.
Can you truly be so ignorant? This is the reality of the present situation within the Empire. Tensions between Osborn's reformist faction and our noble faction grow worse by the day. Though admittedly, it's been happening mostly under the surface, away from the eyes of the general populace. But this is just one of the many ways that conflict is manifesting itself.
I'd heard rumors, but
No doubt my father was the one who ordered these fortifications. I have no intention of giving any comments of my own on his decision. But if you wish to lodge a complaint, I'm quite happy to listen. So?
No, it's fine. The sun's going down. We should get back to Berehard.
yeah.
Let's go then.
Are we really gonna walk all the way back? Yeah, we are. We're literally gonna walk all the way back. My God. Yep. Yeah, we are. We are. We're so are. Let's fight on the way back. Wait, are you good now? Nope. Oh God.
Very well, I will serve as your opponent.
I'll handle
Stupid
it.
turtle.
Now.
Gotcha!
Bang.
Okay.
Leave it to me!
Bang.
Now!
Broken.
Very well.
Bye bye.
My turn. It's my turn. Hear me. Thanks. Okay.
Right?
It's my turn!
Okay.
Broken.
My turn.
Bye bye.
Okay.
Now bye bye.
Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
Right?
An A+ outcome.
That should suffice.
Let's go. You motherfucker. I don't like you already, man. Damn.
It's enormous. Stay on guard.
Okay.
Stay
That thing
on
tricked
guard,
me!
Don't get cocky!
Okay. So go. Silky dance. That's that.
It's just you now, asshole.
Very well.
Go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leave it to me!
My turn. Yeah! Yeah!
Boom.
It's my turn! Eat that!
Boom.
My turn.
Boom.
My turn.
Boom. Boom. Miss.
My turn.
Bye-bye.
What a waste of time. Let's go.
Yes.
I feel like I'm growing stronger.
Yay.
Success.
Yay. Uh-oh. What's that? It sounds like a siren. It seems to be coming from the fort. Don't tell me. Feet? What's... What the hell is that? Some small robot thingy. What was that? Are birds like that common around here? Imbecile. That was no bird. Looked like someone was riding on it. Yeah, I think it was a child, actually. What? Are you certain? Going by build, yeah. I didn't get a good look at the face, so I can't be 100% sure, but I think so. Unbelievable. Holy shit, what's going on now? Lord Jesus! Were you on your way back to Bearheart? What is all this commotion? What is the meaning of it? What is the meaning of that siren? Well, you see, moments ago, we became aware of an intruder in Erok's fort. You don't mean the silver? The silver? The thing that flew past us? You saw it? Which direction did it go? It flew off to the southwest mere moments ago. At a rather significant speed. Damn! If you please excuse us. Do take care, Lord Jesus. What's going on? I think I know who it might be. I just hope she's not a bad guy. She seemed cool. They won't catch it. It does seem unlikely. What could that have been, though? That's a very good question. What's capable of flying that's not an airship? I've never heard of any flying device besides one. This is a matter for the army. We should trust in them to handle it. We're students, visiting here for our studies. We're under no obligation to do the provincial army's job for them. Besides which, we have our hands full with our own tasks. Well, that is true, but it would do no harm to mention this incident in our report. It is noteworthy after all. Yeah. On another note, my shoulder seems to have healed completely. I feel ready to rejoin the front line. Are you certain? I find it hard to believe such a significant injury could heal so quickly. You have some kind of alien constitution? I'm pretty sure I don't. I think Emma's grandmother's medicine was just really effective. Yes,
that must be it. I'm just glad you're alright. Ring can now be placed in the active battle party once more. If you wish to set him as leader, place him back in the party via in the campaign. Yay! Alright. Okay, there.
Here we go!
Here we go. You son of a bitch. I guess running makes them alert more. That was... Now I get it.
Now's our
Running's
chance. Let's get him.
a bad idea sometimes.
I'll handle it.
Go. Ooh.
My turn!
Alright. Go.
Right!
Bang.
Okay. Here.
My turn.
Bang, bang.
Now.
Go! Here we go!
Go. Asshole.
Leave it to me!
Bang.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Do what?
Oh, we should be safe now.
Oh, get
Here
running
they
again.
come. Be
Damn
careful,
it.
everyone.
Let's stop running. Really stop running.
I'll handle it.
Leave it to me!
Okay. Go.
Hang in there, everyone!
Thank you very much.
You're not Elisa.
Here we go! Go!
Go.
Broken. Okay. Yeah.
I'll handle it.
Do what?
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
Okay. Bug little shit. There we go, we got him.
Now's our chance. Let's get him!
I'll handle it.
Alright.
Go!
It's my turn!
Boom.
It's my turn. Here.
Boom.
I'll handle it.
Boom. Boom.
Go!
Boom.
Leave it to me!
Boom.
My turn.
Boom. Boom.
It's my turn. Here.
Boom. No.
My turn!
There we go.
That's that. Let's keep moving.
Move on forward. Okay. Gotcha.
Now's our chance!
My turn.
Go!
Bang.
It's my turn.
Bang.
Now.
I'll help. It's my turn.
Damn.
Here.
I'll handle
Go! Now's our chance!
Uh-oh.
it. Broken.
Ooh.
That one all right.
See? We make a great team.
Look at her. She's adorable. I love me. Oh, you gotta love one of those people. You just gotta love them. Especially the short ones. Go.
The advantage is ours. Let's finish it. I'll handle it. Got it.
My turn.
Right.
Go.
Hang in there, everyone.
Heal.
Thanks.
It's my turn.
Bye-bye.
Oh, we should be safe now.
Alright. There we go.
Now's our chance.
I'll handle it.
Boom.
Got it.
Go! My turn.
Right.
Okay.
Hang
Go.
in there, everyone.
Thanks.
Alright.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Alright. They were with the got him.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
My turn.
Bang bang.
My turn.
Bang.
Leave it to me. Exactly. Go.
I'll help.
Bang.
It's my turn.
Okay.
Go!
There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
It's my turn.
Bang.
Now.
Broken.
Here we go!
Get this. We got this.
My turn.
Yep, I got it. Once I
It's
end
my
it,
turn.
where we get back to the town.
Oh, we should be safe now.
So we can finish this day of our studies in the game. This asshole's there, isn't he? Yep. Asshole's back. Okay.
This monster seems dangerous. Be careful.
I know, oh god.
Don't let it intimidate you.
Single.
My turn.
I will. Okay. Go.
There goes. Silky dance.
There we go.
Here we go.
You forgot me. Get ready.
Gamble on my blade.
Bang. 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 We won.
Let's keep moving.
Just like that. Don't mess with me.
Great.
Level 19. Alright. Oh, the height. Yep. Oh, we're here already? Oh, she already at the front. That was fast. So fast they're coming back.
We have the advantage.
My turn.
Alright. Go, go,
My turn.
go.
It's my turn.
Okay.
Alright. Bang,
My turn.
bang, bang.
Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
There we go. Oh, shoot. Go.
We have the advantage.
My turn.
Bang, bang.
My turn.
Bang.
Leave it to me.
Shoot. Oh, we're getting these little babies. I feel bad.
Okay.
Here we go.
Poor little baby shows are dying.
It's my turn. Here.
Oh my god.
Leave it to me.
So sad.
Okay.
Bang, bang.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
We're just killing those little babies. Okay. Hey, turtle. There we go.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
My turn.
Here we go.
Oh, come on.
It's my turn. Here. This is it.
There we go. Bang.
It's my turn.
Bang.
Go.
Okay.
Right?
Go.
Bang.
Leave it to me.
Bang.
Okay.
How could you kill the baby? I know.
Let's keep going.
Feel bad, but they're gonna die. Okay. Little baby anteaters.
We're finally back.
My feet are killing me.
Alright, good. Alright, let's go. Oh, wait. I feel like somebody's here. We're back. Let's go. We gotta talk to Erebonia again. Just about sundown. I guess that means our field study activities are done for the day. Thank goodness for that. I'm exhausted. And I'm starving. Whatever that strange flying object was, it doesn't seem to have doesn't seem to have come anywhere near the main thoroughfare at least. Fortunately not. The city wouldn't be this calm if it had. Yeah, it's probably long gone by now. We should head back to the hotel before it gets dark. There's a lot to put in our daily reports today, after all. Indeed. We can figure out how best to summarize the day's events over dinner. Yay! I think we're gonna talk to everybody again, most likely. My lady, may I suggest that white milk fur would undoubtedly go well with my brooch. Don't you agree, Forrester? Why, of course. As expected, we spent the entire day here. My lady's ability to focus on conversing for such an extended period of time truly is impressive. Oh my god, they all got something different to say. Damn it. Oh yes, I meant to ask. Did you happen to see that new product at that boutique? That white collar would certainly go well with my brooch. I must get my hands on it. My god. Oh, I quite agree. I myself happen to be raising some minks on our land. Wild white minks are extremely rare after all. Oh my god, we're literally talking to everybody again. One of the provincial army's armored cars made its way towards the guardhouse at high speed not long ago. That's rather ungraceful of them, even if something does seem to have happened. Oh, shut up. Hey lady, where you going? Lady, oh my god, lady! Many of us servants here in Barhard come from the outskirts of Cruz province. I came here about 3 years ago myself. The payoff here is definitely higher than you could expect from any other part of the country. What? Wait, who was I talking to? What was that? What just happened? It's been getting nice and warm lately, so I like to get the mansion thoroughly clean. Perhaps I'll air the entire mansion out once the party's over. What party? I spotted the provincial army's armored tanks in town more than a few times recently. Their presence seems to be far for more than just patrolling though. There seems to be frequent military exercise taking place at Arrock's fort too. It's all cause for concern. The provincial army seems to be unusually active lately. Of course, worrying about it isn't going to accomplish much. Alright. The number of nobles here in Berhard is staggering, isn't it? I came from Hemdal to study on fashion, but I still can't get used to it. My heart always starts racing whenever I pass by them on the street too. I've lived here for years now, but I still can't get used to it. Perhaps it's more of an issue with the nobles themselves in the city. Okay. Oh my god, we really gotta talk to everybody again. No way. Oh well. Bring it on. Welcome to Harris & Co. Can I interest you in some fruit as an evening snack? We can even deliver it straight to your mansion should you desire. Should you so desire, whatever. Oh, I thought the stream crashed again. That was weird. Oh no, it's still going, I think. Right? Yeah, still going. all of the nobles here in Bearheart are known for their keen sense of aesthetics. We're always updating our lineup to reflect their current taste. We do claim to serve their needs, so striving for perfection is a must. We're always updating our lineup to match the current taste of nobles who frequent our store. I trust in my eye for quality, so please take the time to peruse our products. I'm certain that they will please you. Okay. We really gotta talk to Erebonia again, oh my god. Hunting is perhaps the most noble of pursuits. It allows us to travel our lands and take everything while engaging in fierce battles with wild beasts. Oh ho ho! Just thinking about it makes my blood boil with excitement. Hunting is perhaps the most noble of pursuits. Okay, we read all that. It's fine now. It's just my side was pausing so much, and it kicked me out suddenly. Oh. Court fencing is preferred style of swordsmanship for nobles here in Erebonia. It is a graceful yet powerful style which relies on the use of a one-handed sword. Another famous school of swordsmanship would be the Arce school, favored by knights. However, unlike court fencing, the airside school is practiced by both nobles and commoners alike. Court fencing is preferred style of swordsmanship for nobles in Erebonia. Naturally, it's the most prevalent sword style here in Bearheart too. Okay. It's not uncommon for books from the Middle Ages to be found here in Bearheart, with all the ancient mansions. Those books are then brought to this store for us to handle, so please feel free to bring us any you believe are suitable. We'll gladly buy them off you, should they be deemed so. You will find a finer selection of antique books in the city, guaranteed. Feel free to bring any book of your own along that you believe are suitable for us to sell. Now, okay. Hey, lady.
Many of us servants here in Bearheart come from the outskirts of Cruzen Province. I came here about 3 years ago myself. The pay here is definitely higher than you could expect from any other part of the country.
Are you guys still here? Yep.
Oh, it's gotten pretty late. I need to go home and get dinner ready. Mom and Dad will be tired after work, so I want them to come. So I wanted to come home to a meal. We'll be taking our leave then. We'll be taking our leave now. It's a bit early, but good night, everyone. Mommy and Daddy will be home soon. I wonder what's for dinner.
Don't worry, kid. You'll get your dinner. You guys are still here? We tried to stay over at the place called Hotel Esmeralda, but turns out you need to reserve a room or have someone's referral if you don't have a peerage. The nobles here really are something else. We ended up getting a room at an inn on Artisan Street. Man, the nobles here really are something else. Hey, lady. This city is so elegant. Sure we might have hit a snag or two, but I'm still glad we came. Alright, time to go over here. Oh wait, yeah, talk to this guy. The control tower's orbital radar happened to pick up something resembling a huge bird earlier. It was heading towards the outskirts of town at a rapid speed, too. So there was a bit of panic. With a panic, they said that it was approximately three arch in length. Maybe it was some sort of a large monster? The staff is currently working to figure out just what it was that they picked up on the orbital radar. It might have been some sort of large monster. It wasn't. Believe me. Wait, do we just skip do we leave the one part where we need to go? It's probably not the best idea to go out on the highway this late. We should return to the hotel then. Oh my god. If you want a train, that's it. The highway can be dangerous after sundown, so try to stay away if possible. I've heard rumors of the provincial army strengthening its force lately, however. Perhaps the highway will become safe as a result. You asshole, come over here. I've heard rumors of the provincial army strengthening its force lately. We can all rest easy knowing that. Dukayan of the Lamerick province, who is effectively the faction's leader, is said to be quite the gaudy one. Meanwhile, Duke Alberia believes that he stands above all others. Those two get along as well as oil and water. It's interesting to see the two dukes in opposition to one another. Of course, those of us here will always take Duke Alberia's side. Duke Alberia and Duke Kenya don't seem to get along very well. Of course, those of us here will always take Duke Alberia's side. Okay. Oh my, the sunset makes the city even more beautiful. I can't miss this opportunity to take a picture. Oh my. The city really is pretty, but it's taking its toll on my heart. There are so many nobles, and I keep getting assaulted by nerves whenever we pass by one. The city really is pretty, but it's taking its toll on my heart. Assholes. I'm waiting for my father to return from his business meeting. I did consider sightseeing on my own, but decided against it. I guess I'm a bit of a coward. I'm waiting for my... Kashoo! I'm acting like an airship. Can't you tell? Brrr, speed up! Kashoo! Kashow! Come along, Vino. Come along now, Vino. It's time for us to go home. Nobles. There's a quest. Hello, sirs. Oh, Lord Juices, but I assume that you've... That's correct. Here. Juices handed over the pink salt. Thank you very much. Allow me to hand this over as your reward then. Received silver hourglass. Refusing to accept it would be rather rude, I suppose. Thank you very much. My apologies for our rudeness earlier. It's kind of amazing how much their attitudes change for Juices. Well, there's no denying the influence his family holds here. Yep, almost 3 hours. Quest addicted to bath salts completed. But I'm gonna end it right when we get to the next day. Thank you very much. little babies. Oh shit. Asshole. Thank you so much for getting us some pink salt. We'll be sure to use it tonight. What? Damn, people are still here. Marta, do you know what the Cruisin province's most defined trait is? Enlighten me. It's the fact that it's the closest province to Calvard, our sworn enemies. There was once a road that led east of Berhard, all the way to Calvard. That road is long gone, however, and now the area is home to Auroch's fort. Okay. Your head really does serve as a collection of random facts. Watch out, dear. Your sauce is starting to drip everywhere. Oh my, I'm terribly sorry. They ignore us. Are you sure you're alright with sitting down here on the first floor? You are nobility, after all. Worry not, my family isn't exactly influential. That aside, let's get down to business. I actually received an order. Hemdar is my home, after all. I have a few connections here and there. Regardless, I'm pleased to see that I could be of some help to you. Oh, that's wonderful news. Your negotiation skills are exceptional. Okay. The owner noticed I wasn't doing so well and taught me some table manners. I have to admit that was a lifesaver. It's really expensive here, but the staff is kind. I'm glad I chose this place in the end. Okay. It was really expensive here, but the staff is kind. I'm glad I chose this place in the end. This is the first time we've had such an extravagant date. This may be the only time we get to do so, too. Aw. Love to be young again. This restaurant's pretty popular among nobles. Hamon's cooking is good enough to leave even the most influential one quiet while they appreciate just how good it is. Makes me proud to be his student. I hope I can match his skills one day. There's not a person in this world who can say a bad thing about Hamon's cooking. Makes me proud to be his student. Okay. The study of cooking and pursuit of new tastes is never ending. Even I still continue to learn new things. Continuing to pursue new knowledge is what allows me to satisfy the nobles' ever-changing tastes. Oh my god. Our second floor is for the exclusive use of those who are nobility. We apologize, but everyone else must remain on the first floor. Okay. What? So we can go up? But you can. You know about the attitude commoners from Hemdar have towards us nobles, do you not? Meanwhile, my daughter's at the age where she's highly impressionable. I understand what you mean. You want her friend to at least be someone
who realizes their place within our class system. Exactly. There seem to be more and more people with ties to the reformists entering the academy too. My concern is that she's at the age where she can be easily influenced. I won't have any complaints if her friend at least knows her place as a commoner. What an asshole. Try not to be too concerned. It'd be a shame to let all this perfectly good food to go waste after all. To go to waste. Hello. Ooh, who are you? It's almost dinner time. I hope you all enjoy your meals. Oh, I think I missed this. Whatever. So only nobles can eat up there. Sorry, only nobles can eat at top and look down on others. That's just the way it works. Assholes to the very end. The talking. I found plenty of good deals during my shopping spree. As nice as Christie is, all the stores here are worth visiting too. They cost a fair bit, but we managed to get some nice things here. Got more things to say? I'm almost done. Oh. My dad's a real stickler when it comes to his work. It's been 10 years since I started training, and he still refuses to teach me anything but the basics. Hades only knows when he's actually going to let me have the reins. I need to get back to my training as soon as we've closed up shop for the night. Hades only knows when my dad'll trust me with his work, but Helmdar wasn't built in a day, I guess. My son is losing his patience. He's ready to get started on some real work. But it doesn't pay to be hasty. Until he can truly feel the soul of the materials he works with, I couldn't possibly leave the shop in his hand. The success of an artisan's shop hinges entirely on their skill as a craftsperson. My son is still nowhere near ready to handle that kind of responsibility. Be an asshole. Just give him the place. Okay? Those guys over at Erog's Fort know how to make insane demands. I just finished up an order for a grand total of 50 orbital amplifiers for them. I'm not sure what they plan on using all these for, but I'm starting to get sick of their attitude. Okay. Alright. Welcome. Are you here for a meal or for lodging? If it's the latter, then please check in quick. Okay. Have we freaking been here? Oh my god. Did I just hear that correctly? My, that sort of price befits a dress worn by Princess Elfin herself. Thankfully, my daughter realizes we're not the richest family and will give up on getting it made. You will, won't you, Clarice? Please do not ignore your father's desperate pleas here. Damn. Goodness, I had no idea it would be so expensive. My apologies, but the material you have there requires some very special work. We've also had to raise our prices recently due to the tax due to the tax increases. As such, we really can't take up the job without an upfront payment of 80,000 mira. Damn. How troublesome. Oh well, I'm sure Father can strut his position as a noble and gather the mira up for me by the end of the day. Once he does, we can come back here tomorrow and finally get my dress made.
What a bitch. Damn. Greedy. Greedy, 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 greedy.
I'm closing up because it's almost time for dinner. I'll close the shutter once those customers leave.
I've got plenty of people working here at that I need to pay. That's why I gotta up the prices of everything, much as I hate to do so. If you want to complain to someone, take it up with our lovely Duke. Thought it'd be a good idea to raise our taxes. Okay. Well, damn. Man, the day's almost over already. I guess I'll close the gate and make my way back then. We don't really have any business out on the highway right now. Yes, let's stay in town. We haven't gotten there yet. There aren't many traveling merchants like me nowadays, thanks to the tax increases. The fact that people can just use the Transcontinental Railroad to import foreign goods doesn't help either. Oh well, there's no sense in complaining. That's not going to change anything. Hamdall seems to be like it'd be much more profitable if... But I've got regular customers here now. I wouldn't want to just leave them. Okay. I heard Count Gordy visited Turner's store today. He's pretty infamous for making really outrageous demands from time to time. Well, that probably sums up most nobles, to be fair. Duke Iberia included. It's not unusual to hear of nobles making ridiculous demands. Don't let it bother you though. Don't let it bother you though. What's wrong with me today? Is that bother? Well, it's late. Damn it. It's already 3:12. I gotta stop soon. Gotta hurry up. I can't let this pass by 4.
Alright, I should be making my way back home now. I wouldn't want the delicious meal that my butler is no doubt in the middle of preparing to go to waste. Alright. Good day, everyone. There's nothing out of the ordinary to report here at the guardhouse. It's beginning to get dark, Lord Jesus. Perhaps you might consider returning to your hotel soon? I'm assuming you're gonna say the same thing. What would you like to have for dinner then, sir? I'm not entirely sure. I don't seem to have much of an appetite, truth be told. Perhaps you should partake in a light meal instead, then. How does roasted duck with some truffles for dessert sound? Oh my god. Part 5. Let's go for that. Doesn't sound light to me. Perhaps for a greedy noble it is. Perhaps my appetite was affected by that stone. Ah, Royce, don't forget the why. A good meal is always accompanied by some 62-year-old El Voyal. Very good, sir. Stop. Perhaps my... Okay, we're saying the same thing, no matter who you talk. Never mind, you can't go in there. Nobles. Okay, one more area check. Oh my god, they're right here now. You'll never guess what happened. Kato lost our ball, so we started looking for it, but then Persimmon found it for us. But he went into the house because Mommy and Daddy were busy, and then some stranger came along. Now Big Sis is going out. No fair. Let me show you what we do back home. Actually, I can't. It's too funny. Ah, that was lame. Someone came along, and now Big Sis is going out. Mommy and Daddy are going out too. No fair. That was whack. Stop it. We've made arrangements to go see Duke Erebonia, but these two just won't behave. I did expect this would be the case, though. Oh well, they'll just have to stay home this year too. Such a shame, too. I was looking forward to finally introducing them to him. When will these two finally learn to behave? I don't know, they're weird. Okay. Apologies for all the rushing about. We plan on making our way over to the Duke's residence soon. After all, I must report to him, even if briefly, on the status of the land he's left in my charge. Have you finished cleaning in front of the house, Persimmon? We wouldn't want the Duke to be associated with people who leave their mansion dusty after all. Arrangements with the Duke have now been made. He's set to make our way over during the evening. Certainly, please bear with me a moment. Although more importantly, I believe that you should be getting ready yourself, Master Hancock. Okay. No one's here. Is the wife here? If she is. Oh goodness, I almost forgot our gift for the Duke. We procured some good septium from our mines this year, so we decided to bring some along for the Duke. But it doesn't compare to the septium from more established mines. We can't simply show up empty-handed. Oh goodness. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god, I think we're done. Last guy. But Ruff has informed us that you would be staying at the hotel at Esmeralda. Good night, Lord Jesus. Okay. Let's go. We're almost done. We're already done. Yeah. Thank God we're done.
Ah, there it is. Oh wait, I just remembered. We haven't talked to the church yet.
That truly was a fantastic mass. I'd like to come along every day during my stay here. That truly was...
The mass here truly was entirely different experience from elsewhere. There was much to learn from the Archbishop's sermon too.
Okay.
One's social standing is irrelevant where faith in Adios is concerned. A certain turning point in my life led me to believe this too. While the class system may be prevalent within Erebonia, it does not serve as a means to judge people's value.
Okay.
One's social standing is irrelevant when it comes to belief in Adios. In the end, we are all equal.
You said it. There's no one here. No running the church. Ew. Sorry about that.
Our only enemy is our lack of faith. Today's mass was as splendid as always. As such, I must continue to offer my prayers.
Okay.
No one here seems to have seen anyone resembling Lady Annabelle's either. Perhaps she truly isn't here in Bearheart after all. The very least I can do for now is pray for her safety.
Okay. Our cathedral is listed in many tourist guides, you will see. The publicity ensures we have a steady stream of peoples visiting. I hope these visitors will take the chance to deepen their faith here. Okay. Last guy.
Bearheart Cathedral has a long history behind it. As a result, it has played role in wars too. Many people fled here to seek shelter during the War of Alliance. It was they who painted the fresco on the wall here even. I do hope you can all feel the emotions that they must have poured into its creation. While it may serve as an interesting sight for tourists nowadays, many emotions were poured into this painting. I do hope you can all feel them.
Okay. Alright, that's it. We're done talking to everybody. That's it. Let's rest now. Time to end the day. And after that, we stop. End the day's field study and return to the hotel. Return to the hotel. That's it. Oh hell. Huh? That's... Father. Huh? What? Uh-oh.
I'm terribly sorry for not coming to greet you, Father. Although I'm here but for a short time, I, Jesus, have returned to... Enough.
Duke Alberia.
As I informed Rufus, you may do as you wish while you're here. However, you will do nothing that brings shame upon myself, nor upon the Alberia thing. please be ever mindful of your position and what you represent.
Yes, Father. Would it be too much to ask for you to introduce yourself to my classmate?
I have no time for it. I have no time for pleasantries. Should I require anything of you, you will be contacted. Asshole.
Fuck him. Get the fuck out of your old ass. What was that all about? Fee, that's not really... That was the almighty Duke Alberia, was it? That was the almighty Duke Alberia, was it? The head of one of the 4 great houses, and the man in charge of this entire province. Indeed. And by some strange twist of fate, my father as well. Jesus? I've spoken out of turn. Forget I said that. Today's workload has made me hungry. Shall we return to our rooms and find something to eat? That sounds good to me. I'm starving. At this point, Rain and the others returned to their rooms for a much-needed shower. Then, after a short rest, they headed to a restaurant in the central plaza for dinner.
It looks beautiful at night. Why can't we explore ever at night?
And it's bad to explore at night. Bad. Ooh, we're eating outside. Cool.
The breeze here feels wonderful.
The food was delicious too.
Agreed.
I can see why this restaurant is popular with the nobles. Do you dine here often, Eustace?
I do. The chef has been good to me since I was a child. I was practically raised on this food.
How typical. Even in your dining habits, you nobles subsist on unnecessary luxury.
I guess shut up.
Though I can't deny the quality of the food.
It wasn't just tasty, but warm too.
Yes, for a high-class restaurant, the chef seems to have used a lot of very healthy ingredients. Perhaps he's doing his part to ensure Eustace stays in good health.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I wonder what Group B is doing right now.
We had this exact same conversation in our group last month, too. I'm sure they're hard at work over in St. Arc. Probably nothing to worry about.
It was Celdic for you last month, right? So you were thinking of us on the first night?
Yep.
Yeah. After dinner, we were wondering how Group B was getting on. Dare I ask?
Well...
Nowhere near as peacefully as now. This is a big improvement.
Aww.
I kind of figured that much.
We are doing much better this time. That much is true.
Huh? And I'm sure our reports will reflect that.
It is an improvement, though I'm not convinced it's good enough.
It's not?
Why?
I'm certain Group B gave their absolute best in all of their tasks today. But can we honestly say the same? That we could have done no better? And I'm referring not just to the monster encounter, but to the handling of our other tasks as well.
We'll just have to try and make up for it in the day we have left. Besides, we had the chance to catch sight of a far bigger problem.
Yes, that's true.
First, we find out taxes are rising throughout the province. Then, we find out the military is being expanded on a grand scale. Don't even try to tell me the two aren't related.
I have no intention of denying it. But you're only looking at one side of the coin. Exactly how many Oxen tanks do you think the Imperial Army has under their control?
Well,
100 or two, I'd guess.
Precisely. The Imperial Army's military capabilities are enormous. This nation has one of the most powerful armed forces on the continent. And roughly 70% of it is under the Chancellor's control. Tell me, how is the Noble Alliance supposed to counter that?
So you're suggesting that's why the Provincial Army needs to bolster its forces?
Considering both sides are comprised of Erebonians, it all seems so wasteful.
Ah, the travails of youth! How noble and beautiful they are!
What? Oh my god.
It's you.
You're fun to hear his voice now.
Baron Blue Blanc, I believe?
Baron Blue Blanc.
Ha ha! It's such an honor that you would remember a mere baron. I see you completed a hard day's work already. How splendid!
yes, nearly.
What about you?
Alas, I have yet to be blessed with the fateful encounter I seek. The search for beauty is filled with perils and obstacles, yet that is precisely what makes it all so beautiful.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay.
I most certainly will. Though it truly is a pity that the clear air of this verdant city should be tinged, if but faintly, with the scent of steel. I'd heard that Duke Alberea was a man of many interests, but I was unaware he counted playing with fire among them. I don't condemn him for it, though, for only by playing with fire can one create fireworks. Would you not agree, my friends?
I don't like your implications.
And I think this whole line of conversation is a little inappropriate.
Oh, please do pardon me, young lady. I meant no harm, I assure you. I wish you well on your remaining day here. May you reveal to me the beauty I seek by its end. Be it the lovely luster of success or the sad splendor of failure.
Who does he think he is? This is why I can't stand nobles.
I thought you might say that. If it makes you feel better, though, I have my doubts as to whether that man truly is a noble to begin with.
What?
His behavior seems so exaggerated. Almost as if he's trying to act like the quintessential noble, like he's fulfilling the stereotype.
He was nice enough.
Yeah, something about him feels off to me, too.
Probably a bad guy, I guess.
But what's even stranger is that he knew we only have one day left here.
You're right.
What? Oh shit.
We told him of our field study, but never once did we divulge how long we intended to remain here.
Between him and that silver object? We've been crossing paths with a lot of strange people today.
Well, tomorrow's the end of our stint here. We can't let ourselves get distracted. We still have a lot to do.
That's right. We have to do our group proud.
Exactly.
We should return to the hotel and begin work on our reports then.
Alright. What a beautiful night. Nothing else? Oh. 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 What's gonna happen? Nothing. Just laying down, sleeping. Us guys here. Uh-oh.
Can't get to sleep?
I could ask you the same. You aren't going to tell me the bed's too hard for you, are you?
What?
I wouldn't dream of it. I've never slept in a bed this high class in my life. Not even back at home.
And yet you're the son of Baron Schwarzer. You've not lived the life one might expect of a boy from a noble family.
Yeah, that's just how my dad is. A lord should live like his people, not above them. That's how he always put it.
I see. It sounds as though you have a good family.
Yeah, I'm very thankful for my upbringing.
Aren't you going to ask?
Huh?
I assumed you'd be curious about that brief exchange with my father earlier.
I wasn't really sure you'd want me to bring that up. You obviously get along really well with your brother, but I didn't get that same sense with the Duke. Has he always been like that?
As far back as I can remember.
Oh.
I suppose he just has little respect for a son born to a commoner.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What?
My brother and I have different mothers.
Oh my god, here we go again with this crap.
He was born of my father's legal wife, a noble who still lives to this day. My own mother, however, was a commoner, and she passed away 8 years ago. In other words, I am his bastard son.
What?
I had no idea. So, was that chef we met earlier?
Wait, so that means he's not really noble blood?
He's my uncle, on my mother's side. Perhaps that's why he's always been so good to me. Or perhaps he's simply compelled to treat me as I deserve to be treated, being the son of the Duke.
No, that can't be. I don't blame you for being a little cynical, but there's no need to be quite so hard on yourself.
I suppose you're right.
I'm sure you have your differences. But you do get along with your brother, right?
You could say that. He's treated me well ever since I was taken in 8 years ago. He was the one who taught me my swordsmanship, and who trained me in the ways of court etiquette.
I knew it.
Pardon?
There's just something honest, I guess you could say, about the way you fight. It shows that whoever taught you was someone you really trusted. When we first met him this afternoon, I had a hunch he might have been the one. What's wrong?
Nothing at all. You just keep reminding me how unlike a noble you truly are.
I get that a lot.
Is your injury from this afternoon on the mend?
It's fine, honestly. There's no pain, and the wound's closed up like it was never there. I'll have to be sure to thank Emma's grandmother for her help someday.
That's good to hear. Still, from where I stand, you are something of a danger to yourself.
I am?
On the day of the entrance ceremony, when the trapdoor opened beneath us, you acted instantly to protect Elisa. It wasn't even a moment's hesitation.
Yeah.
In most cases, one would reflexively act to protect himself. It's part of man's natural survival instinct.
No.
Yet you put another before yourself, not even pausing to question the validity of that decision. And you did exactly the same thing with us today.
Yep.
I'm sure most people would see that as an act of selflessness and sing your praises for it. But to me, it comes across as abnormal, perhaps even twisted.
I don't know how to respond to that. I wasn't expecting you to see through me quite so clearly.
Well, I owed you as much for having seen through me first. Still, the point stands. You need to be more cognizant of the effects your actions have on those around you. If not for your health and for your reputation, that selflessness of yours can just as easily be perceived as arrogance after all.
I know it can, and you're not the first person to tell me that. What's the point in saving others if you can't spare even a moment to save yourself?
Mm-hmm.
That's what my old master always used to say to me.
Was it now?
Oh.
I suppose we both have some things we need to work through.
Yeah, but for now, we need to get a good night's sleep. If we stay up too late tonight, we're going to be dead to the world tomorrow, and that wouldn't be fair to the others.
I agree, it wouldn't be fair. To the girls, at least. I'd hate to be so tired as to limit my potential.
Hear, hear. Good night, Eustace.
Pleasant dreams.
Oh. I want to cry. This is nice. Best friends. No. You be nice now, you asshole. Now he knows the truth. He's like, fuck.
Keep up the good work.
Yay! The 30th, Sunday, Field Study Day 2. No way, it's not that song playing right now.
Here's the envelope Lord Rufus entrusted to me. Please take it and study its contents well.
Receive Field Study Envelope May. Thank you. Much appreciated.
If you excuse me, then, should you require anything further, please do not hesitate to let me know.
Alright, let's see what my brother's given us for today. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious. Field Study Day 2 assigned task. North Cruise and Highway Monster required. We have task North Cruise and Highway Monster required. Manager Richelieu. We have received word that a dangerous monster roams the North Cruise Highway. This is bad news for our hotel. So may I ask someone to please take care of it? Monster. Venus Mantrap. Location: the stone bridge leading towards Celtic on the North Cruise. I know where that's at. Highway. Richelieu, GM of Hotel Esmeralda. Alright. Task: the spite of nostalgia, client owner Hunter. I'd like to request someone's help in gathering a number of ingredients. I need to make a particularly nostalgic dish. For more details, come find me at Sorcier at a restaurant in the Central Plaza. Alright. Another well-balanced assortment. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Rufus had predicted what happened yesterday from the very start. You're saying he intended to give us a first-hand look at the problems between the nobles and the commoners? That's true. I'm impressed. His reputation is well earned. Sure does seem that way. I believe that's enough talk about my brother. We have only one day left before we must depart on our returning voyage to Tristan. We should set out as
Eustace Alberea.
Uh-oh.
What is it, Machias Regnitz?
Uh-oh.
I will accept no more failures. Today, we will form a combat link.
Oh.
What?
What?
As much as I may dislike you, I'm ashamed that we were unable to do what every other member of our class has accomplished. Today's monster extermination request seems as good a chance as any to make up for yesterday's failure. Wouldn't you say?
You really are simple-minded, aren't you? I suppose you overheard our conversation last night and feel some kind of affinity toward me now?
Damn, this dude knows what's up.
Nonsense! I did no such thing! I was fast asleep while you yammered on about your family and Reen and...
Oh shit. You're an idiot.
Machias.
That's pretty conclusive.
Very well. I accept. I'll be happy to show you what a proper combat link looks like.
We'll see about that. Fortunately, I have more than enough generosity of spirit to endure being paired with an arrogant noble like you.
Maybe today's field study will go more smoothly than yesterday's after all.
Lord Eustace.
Who the hell are you?
Arno?
Arno? Oh shit, my bad.
What brings you here? I would have expected you to be at my father's side.
I'm terribly sorry I could not greet you upon your arrival yesterday. However, I have come today in the capacity of an escort.
No.
An escort? To where? I'm sure you must be aware that I returned to Bereahard purely as part of a field study for my academy work.
But of course, however, His Grace has directly requested that I escort you to the mansion. So I would be most appreciative if you'd accompany me without delay.
Father? He showed no signs of desiring my company when we spoke yesterday.
I am in no position to question or oppose his orders, merely to obey them. I'm sure you understand. Though while I hesitate to speculate, I do wonder if His Grace may feel some regret regarding his demeanor yesterday.
Wait, that was an error. That was an error. That was an error. It's like, he says, I do wonder if His Grace may feel some regret regarding his demeanor yesterday. His Excellency. He said grace instead of excellency. That was an error.
But...
Go with him. We can attempt to form a combat link another time.
We'll be able to handle the morning's tasks just fine on our own. Don't worry about us.
Huh. You've come all the way back to your hometown. It would be a shame not to visit with your family, right?
Agreed.
Are you certain? Very well. I'll return this afternoon. And though I will worry as to how you'll fare without me, I know you'll at least give it your best, for what that's worth.
Of course we will.
All right, let's meet back in the hotel lobby around noon. If something comes up, just leave a message at the front desk.
Understood. Lead the way, Arno.
Gladly, sir. Please excuse us.
Well, let's get started. We wouldn't want to give Eustace any further reason to worry, now would we?
Huh, certainly not. Still...
What? What is it? If you have something to say, just say it.
Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all.
She's probably thinking, the worst is over, and it's all thanks to your eavesdropping.
Good boy.
Stop that! Stop looking at me like I'm some hapless babe! Rain, you do know I still haven't completely forgiven you for lying, don't you?
Are you still hung up on that?
And Emma, I hope you're ready to score second on our midterms because I'm not about to lose to you again. But don't even think about giving those exams any less than your very best. I intend to best you when you're in top form.
You will?
And as for you, Fee, I've been wanting to say this for a long time now. Sleeping in class is an affront to our education. You need to start treating classes more seriously. Listen, take proper notes. Raise your hand now and then. And stop covering your ears when I'm talking to you.
I can't hear you.
Anyway, we've got a lot to do, so how about we get to it?
Right.
Alright. Jesus temporarily left the party. Oh god. Let's talk to everybody in here before we move out. I wish you all luck with today's task. We shall be sure to notify you should Lord Jesus get in contact, so feel free to set out without concern. Oh wait.
Not all nobles are the same. There are even low-ranking nobles like myself who own no land whatsoever.
Damn it.
I do own a small business in Hemdal, but there's hardly any difference between myself and a common merchant. Truth be told, the nobles here in Berhard are a bit too dazzling for me. The nobles here in Berhard are a bit too dazzling for me.
Everybody got some piano here. That's our room. That's their room.
Lord Jesus was called back home, wasn't he? It's common knowledge that things are rather difficult between him and his family, particularly due to the fact that his mother wasn't from a noble background. Lord Jesus happens to be in a rather difficult situation in regards to his family. The strife seems to pain Lord Rufus hard as well.
Screw. Oh, you talk about your brother.
Prince Oliver happens to be popular within Helmdall lately. He wasn't all that widely known at first thanks to his mother being a commoner, but he started appearing in the news more often as of late, always up to something interesting. Heh, I can't help but look up to him.
Okay.
Perhaps Prince Oliver is quite easy to relate with him. It's quite easy to relate to. sorry, is quite easy to relate to. Perhaps because of his common birth. He seems to be a really interesting person, so I can't help but look up to him.
Are you done? Okay. Alright, it's over. Alright guys, looks like that's it. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Man, oh man, we streamed a long time, and look what time is it. Damn it. Well, for sure I ain't streaming this game tomorrow now. This game's probably going to stream when? On whatever day I'm going to stream it in. That's it for the game of The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. So I'm going to pin, if you're interested in watching my stream, follow me up. My other game streaming, follow me up. I will stream again tomorrow. So yeah, but if you want to hear for The Legend of Heroes, yeah, it's getting late over here. If you're only interested in The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel, that's good too. That's fine. But that's gonna be it for this. That's gonna be it for this weekend. So until then, Taty shutting off. Alright, my dudes and dudettes. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, all that good stuff. Love and keep on gaming. We did a lot today. Alright, guys. Good night. Peace.